Hi everyone and welcome to today's Let's Play live stream. Today we are playing Final Fantasy VII, the original. Well, technically not the original, it's a slight remastered version that was available on the PS4 of the original PlayStation 1 version of Final Fantasy VII. Today what we're planning to do, as you can probably see by the little picture up here, we are currently inside of the ship at the bottom of ocean. Gonna go around, finish this off, get a couple of items, maybe even see a couple of familiar faces down here. And from here, we need to go on and stop the last of the huge materia from being used in a rocket. Crack on and get this done. Okay, so here we are, where we left off yesterday. And there to today, we have changed Sid into our party instead of Barrett, just because we're doing the rocket today. We have also, I think it's on Tifa, made sure Tifa's had steel on, as well as equipping her with Sneak Glove. This is to help us. Sneak Glove increases your steel rate, and it's because there's a couple of little bosses that we come across that we want to steal from today. Okay, first we open this. Heaven's Cloud. I think that's that fist. No. Is it a thing for Cloud? Maybe. Yeah, so it's a sword for Cloud. As you can see, it has less slots than the one we've got on. And at the minute, we have the slots. We're not overly fussed about damage at the minute. We only have whatever we can have more material on it in order to help increase it. First, we go in the north door. What is this place? Research establishment. It is Cloud. Also, I would recommend doing this place before you get the mission Skydive back into Midgar. There's a Mega Elixir, which is just straight up then right. Now the bad guys in here are quite hard, so I would recommend big guarding it up. Oh, we're getting Omni Slash here. Omni Slash should hopefully be enough to kill it. These creatures are great for AP. Great for getting yourself, your materia up levels. But they are quite strong. I'll say they are going to be some of the strongest enemies in the game. Stuff down here. Look at that. Just for that one battle, 300 AP. Yeah, so we've got that. Then, to the right, another box. Just at the top of these stairs. And there's a box and... There's a box and... materia down the bottom. Now, inside one of the chests as well is Yuffie's best weapon. You wonder how come the barriers and that are going down slow on Sid. Because I've put the added effect with the haste materia, slow materia on the bottom. Like on his armlet. Unlike Barrett, can't have it on his weapon. Grab this. This is your escort guard. As you can see, it's a men's arm guard, where it halves lightning, earth, water, poison. It's actually quite decent, but obviously at the minute we're getting some materia up. It's the equivalent to the Minerva band, but obviously the male equivalent. Down here, go to the top left. Your Conformer. This is Yuffie's best in slot weapon. Again, the best in slot weapons don't have any growth on materia. And double cut. Double cut's quite good. Can we actually put it on anyone? Could take off one of his MP plus, maybe? Might do that. Shove that down there for now, just so I know it's there. I'm gonna put double cut on. It has double cut. Means instead of it hitting once, he hits twice. When it goes up, it actually raises it to 4 times. With that area done, we are now going to save it. And head through the other door. Look, there they are. See them? Our 2 little friends. Go, let's go say hi. Right, it's Reno and Rude. Now, we want to steal from them. This is why we have steal, and we paid over 100,000 gil back in the Midgar slums to get the glove. The accessory glove. What's going to happen, we're going to do a big guard. Going to knock that on. And everyone out then is just defend. Should have probably took counter off Cloud. That could be costly because it could do enough damage to cause them to run. But I think they have a lot more life at the minute. They need to stop hitting Cloud, guys. Right, steal. Then we mime. Dude. Right, we stole the tough ring from one. Then we steal from... Cool. There you go. So we've stole everything we need. Now it's time to teach him a lesson. Come on. To be fair, I think they're going to be dead after this. I think I've got Knights of the Round with Quadra Magic. That's what we wanted to steal. We wanted to steal 2 items. A tough ring from Reno. And I think... I can never remember how to pronounce it. The item that begins with a Z from Rude. We can also steal that a bit later on again from Rude again. Again from Rude again? You all know what I mean. You can get it from Rude a bit later on as well. So you can have 2 of them. They should die off one of these Knights of the Round. If they don't, I think I've got Knights of the Round partnered with Quadra Magic. Basically means when you cast it once, it casts it 4 times. It's one of a good thing to have, like Knights of the Round with Quadra Magic. It does take a long time if you have to use it, but it tends to kill a lot of things. Other good thing to have it with Knights of the Round is if you pair it with MP Absorb. Because normally if you do Knights of the Round, the amount of damage it does basically tops your MP all the way back up. I think in some battles you get like over 1,000 MP absorbed. There you go, that's both of them done. What we can now do... Yep, there's a secret weapon on the airship. What we can now do, we can... put back on his MP plus. And take off Steel. Put on Double Cut, have that on Tifa. And Tifa can now have on... Don't really want that one. I want any that says that it stops. Petrify. Probably go with the gem ring. It's always one of those things you're never sure whether to go for the death one or the thingy one. Must be the cargo room. You can actually, I will show, you can. So we have 2 ribbons. One on Cloud, one on Sid. You can actually get a 3rd ribbon, and it involves Morphin, Thornbury, or that, not the Marlborough plant, but the Ochio, or whatever it's called, the other plant, in the battle arena, and you morph it, and it transforms into a ribbon. It's quite hard to do, so we haven't done it yet. Might do it. I haven't decided if it's something that we gonna do or want to do. Big guard on. Begin on. I just attack now. We should be able to knock these down. Sure, all our people can reach, because both, just so you know, like both Cloud and Tifa have long range Tifa on. One has just a level 1 version. One has a mastered version of long range. So they can hit basically anything. Which I do recommend. I mean, I know Sid doesn't have it on. That's because Sid is only with us for this bit, then going back to Barrett. Go along this top box. Grab that, and that's your Spirit Lance. As you can see, more defense, more attack and more attack percent. But again, lower slots. And as like I mentioned before, we're working on making sure we get the ATP to keep everything going up. But this is probably one of the best strategies going into a battle. Make sure you have big guard to put on everything and regen to put on everything. Ideally, what you want is everyone to have big guard and everyone to have heal with all, like a regen. So when you go in, you basically anyone can big guard, anyone can heal, like regen everybody. We'll also be getting another summon in here as well. Oh, it's all messed up. It is. Over here, you have Hades, which is like a status effect summon. This is the more annoying one. This one as well, it can be morphed into one of the sources items that you use to upgrade your stats. So I'm going to keep hitting morph. There is a way of doing it so that like a item duplication glitch where you use W item, which is a thing you get later on, and you can like copy the item all the way up. We won't be doing that because there's no real need, really. As you can see, it's made Tifa sad. Aww. Sometimes you forget how strong these ones are. Come on. Alright, so with that, we'll open the box. Oh, cool, Phoenix gone up a level. That's Outsider, which I think is a weapon for Vincent. Yeah, it's a weapon for Vincent. That needs a bit sorting, doesn't it? Type bomb. Never even had a look at the... As you can see with this, it decreases all elemental attack by half. It massively shoots up all your defense, but there's no slots. If you have it so that you don't have that much materia that you have left, these are really good. Pick up this box on the right. High Wind. Now, High Wind is Sid's level 4 limit. So we'll learn it with Sid. Limit Sid. And we will set it. Now, just so you can see, High Wind causes big damage to all opponents. What it does, when it procs, he summons in basically the High Wind to launch missiles all the way down on the enemies. It's actually quite a powerful move. But with that, that's this area here done. And we can crack on and head up to space. Big guard. Regen. Oh, you know what? We might just do it. Just for fun. We're going to Ultima it. Rare that I ever use Ultima. And it's like Mime. I love Mime, the command. Because basically it copies anything. I think the only thing you can't properly copy is if you get if one of your teammates do a limit break, you won't copy the limit break. You'll copy everything else. The hyper, deity for sadness. And it's time to leave here. Back to the surface. Always go back up to the surface so that you don't accidentally bump into Emerald Weapon down there, because that'll be a bad time. I think we've probably got some. I think we've got the item that we need to trade with somebody to get the underwater breathing materia. I think we can get the underwater breathing, but we're not doing that yet. That's for another day. We hop off here. Because we did that bit down the bottom, we want to hop in here, go into this old woman's house, and then rest in the beds. Every time I hear that, I do want to just go ooey ooh, which is the chocobo noise when you're breeding chocobos. Right, that's done. We now want to hop in here. And we're flying to Rocket Town. Another thing, if you had your all-terrain chocobo, this cave that we went to before, which is one of the materia caves, this desert just outside here, where you fight Cactar, and you can get something called Tetra Elemental from them, which is, I think it's an arm guard. Okay, with that done, and we'll save it. Time to go into the rocket, guys. Before we carry on up, check around the stores. Double check, make sure they have nothing new. Some stores do have new stuff you can buy. As you can see in here, an item. 4th bracelet. as you see there, the 4th bracelet, 5-slot bracelet. Look at the defense and look at the magic defense on it. It's actually really, really good. And it probably will be something that we'll have on. We'll probably end up, hopefully, once we get the materia to where we want it, with two of them on, because I'm sure we can get 2 of them, and 1 of them. Just to be, like, extra defensive. I think that's the only actual new item. Now we go. Speak to the old man. They're messing with his rocket. His rocket will go protect it. After you finish what you need to do here and you come back down, if you speak to that old man, that's who gives you, I think, Sid's best weapon. Oh, spectacle. Something's gonna happen. Oh. See the steam coming out of the rocket? Oh, steam. Yeah, we'll call it steam. You can see the exhaust fumes coming out of the rocket. Now, most of these bad guys here are scrubs. So don't worry about just cutting your way through. I would recommend, and we're going to do it just after this battle. Come on. Stop your gassing. I would recommend, because we are going to bump into Rude again shortly. You know, you think he would have learned his lesson a second ago. After you kill this one and the next, like this little wave that we got coming up here, we're going to put steel on Tifa and then give her sneak glove as the accessory, just to increase the chance of stealing from Rude. We're not going to remove counter from Cloud though. If we don't steal the item, we don't steal the item. Even though it does look like he's getting a bit a little bit overzealous with his counter attacks. That one, slash all. Now what slash all does, slightly lowers the damage. So if you didn't have it on, you would actually do more damage on one individual target. But it hits every target. Okay, so with that little patrol, that little wave bit dead there, you're now going to make sure... Oh, come on, Sid. Don't want to do all this talking malarkey. Right, now that Sid's finished his talking, we want to... You know what we're going to do is... Take off... Take a revive off. Put steel on. We're going to play a safe and take off counter attack. Put revive on there. Then we are going to equip Tifa again with the sneak glove. This is bought from the item store at Wall Market when you get the pass card to go back in. Not the item store. It's bought from the guy that sold the batteries. It costs 125,000 gil. Make sure you save up. Try to have it before you fight these enemies. Like, especially the Turks. It just makes stealing a little bit easier off them. We could put Mug on. But I don't want to potentially beat Food. Not until we can make sure that we have the item. I'm sure he still has another item. Has the item back on him again. So again, we go boom. Big guard. We will regen. Sid will attack the front row. I don't think you can... I think we have to get through the front two before we can steal from Rude. The minute it won't let us steal. Right, with him dead. Here you go. Now we're going to steal. Here you go, we stole it. As you can see, we steal, he's got nothing left. But he dies quite quick once we go ham on him. There you go. Basically, one prod off Sid and 2 double slashes from one from Keith and one from Cloud. Gone. Alright, now he passes out. So now we'll resort out here again. We want to take Steel off. Didn't have Hades on anyone. Actually, it was on him, wasn't it? A counter attack on him. Steel off there. Cool, cool, cool. And then we can take off increased stealing, because there's no more boss fights in the vicinity of what we're coming across. Take that off. Jobs are good, and go past him in the rocket. Yeah, and this is after fighting Rude Turk outside. This is just a scrub enemy. Go in, 1 or 2 hits and it's down. Go. Head through. Time for the rocket bit. Now, there is a code. Like, there's a part coming up where you have a little bit of timed event, and you have so many guesses to try guessing the code to free the huge materia. Now, I'm hoping, I'm sure it will be, code is still the same code from PlayStation 1. If it is, which is Circle Square XX, we'll be able to get in it straight away. So if you're playing along, or you're looking to play along, the code to get this huge materia, Circle Square Cross, or XX. Everything's broken, autopilot. They've got Diva down doing the repairs. Vigos tells everyone, but the communications all shut down and all that. What happens is Palmer just sets it ready and we head off. You understand the material specialist, but understands what you're thinking. Listen, don't give a rat's ass. Yeah, he doesn't care. He just wants to go into space. That's all he wants. All he wants is to go into space. One time. So he wanted us to leave. He was still going to stay on. But obviously, Palmer being Palmer. They said they finished repairing the autopilot, so he launched it. Goddamn Shira. Why did you pick the day to get past? There you go. Look at this. Here we go, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. I mean, you have to admit, it was a noble idea that they were thinking, though. I know they're not the good guys, but the fact that they wanted to use the biggest, most powerful materia, all 4 of them, by blowing it up. I mean, it wouldn't have worked. Even if you didn't get all the materia and you fail the thing and it hits in, it still carries on. So... Yay, well done, Sid. You're finally in space in this suicide mission to a comet meteor thing. Let's see. How's the course set? It's towards that big red dot. Yep, it's a collision course. Everything's locked up. Now they can do. It's the end. It's the end. You're still young, don't? Yeah, he's right. You're young, Cloud. Not gonna crash into meet you. We're watching, Sid. He keeps an escape pod. Well, you know, that's common sense. Could do. Decipher the lock code on the escape pod. We'll bail right before we crash into meet you. Hey, what about the huge materia? What about it? You want the materia? Yep. It should be there after you climb the ladder. Cool. Sure? I don't know. I don't know what I said a minute ago. Oh, Sid. But maybe all that I really wanted. That's all he wanted, guys, to go into space. Finally, found the huge materia. Now, it should be a little time thing will come up. And you also only have, I think it's like 3 attempts to try getting it. It should be circle, square, XX. If it's the same as before. Right, operator, yes. Enter passcode. Hey, Cloud. You know how to use it, right? Yeah! Every time it says enter passcode, press circle, X, triangle, or square. Okay. Punching the right code, you'll unlock and get this huge materia. So what order am I supposed to enter the code in? I don't know. Yeah, it was one of the... I would argue to say it's one of the hardest things to guess. Enter passcode. Circle. Square. Boss. Boss. Yay! First time, guys. Passcode confirmed. And I'm sure he even references it. That you got it first time. Oh, pretty good. You got the password code in a single try. You must have known the password. If not, it's impossible. And it is. Just to show. Original notes. It's still there, guys. It's still there. There you go. Huge materia. That's all this huge materia. Now this one, as long as you have Barmet and Barmet and Neo Barmet, that huge materia will actually give you Barmet 0. Just want to make sure we definitely... I always panic that I did something wrong. There it is, all 4 huge materia. So 4 condors, or a reactor. 1 from the rocket, underwater reactor. Make our way down. Time to go find the escape pod. Oh. Oh no, Sid! Leg stuck in the debris. That's right, Shiro was right all along. Can't, it's so heavy. Can't lift it. Oh no! Not Sid. Not like this. Yep, we're not leaving him. That's it, Cloud. Keep saving him. We can do it. Yep, tank number 8 flew. It really was malfunctioning. All that time he was mean to her. He was right. But the fact is, they even launched with her still up here. Tagged along. Coming to help. Good job she did. Ah, he finally learned and said sorry. Okay, put this way, please, Harry. See? Here we are in the escape pod, and all the way back down to Earth. Or whatever the name of the planet is in this game. I mean, he has to be happy. This is outer space. It is, Sid. Finally made it. And it's the real thing. Really here in outer space. Yep. So are the other. So's the rest of us. We're here. So long, shit, my number. Still carries on its course though, and it hits that. But of course, no one else knows that we stole this huge materia. By the way, just so you know. Blammo! People in Midgar looking up. Cosmo Canyon. Observatory. You saw it all go boom. Right, it's observatory. You saw the explosion at it. Now it's everyone just waiting to see what happened. Did the president's plan work? Did they stop the meteor? I mean, minor spoiler, I already told you is that it wouldn't work. You can see they did some damage, but it just put itself back together. Carries on. And people start to panic again. They run around and go, no! Why? And we're back on the airship. Yep, it's great how it goes. Rufus and the others' plan failed. It was a failure. I mean, it makes no... the fact that we tried to stop them and stole everything they needed. This is where we find out they actually have another plan. I think we find out now. We might find out a little bit later. If you start worrying, there's no stopping. Yeah, don't worry. We'll figure something out. We always do. We're pretty optimistic. Of course he is, Barry. He's just been to space. If you think about this and that all the time, looking at the planet. Been thinking. Even when we floating in the ocean, in that escape pod. Been thinking too about the universe, planet, ocean, are wide and big. Yep, nothing's gonna change, you know. Maybe you're right. Came up with something different. I always thought the planet so huge. Looking at it from afar, he realizes it's so small. We're just floating in the dark. Kind of makes feel powerless. On top of that, because Seth was festering inside it like a sickness. That's why I say this planet, still a kid. Little kid sick and trembling in the middle of a huge universe. Someone's got to protect it. Follow me? That someone is us. Right, yeah, he's finally done a hero speech. Well done, Sid. Proper leader. Yep, how are we going to protect the planet from meteor? He doesn't have that, he just had a speech. Okay, still thinking about that. Yep. Oh, but Ian's got an idea, guys. Maybe he wants to go back to Cosmo Canyon. Here's something. Yes, cries of the planet. Yep. Bugenhagen told it. Yep. Let's go see Grandfather. Cosmo Canyon. Who would have thought that was coming? Bit of speech, everyone. Howdy. Speak to the pilot. Go! Land just here. Hop back in. Speak to the old man because the rocket's gone. So I fly. My precious rocket is again. Again. Gives you the Venus Gospel. Now that Sid's best in slot weapon. Hop back out here. Hop in this. Fly round. Heading back to Cosmo Canyon. This way. You do have to do a little bit of a trek, a little bit of a run. So it's probably a bit advantageous just to park here. Then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, save it here. And that, everybody, where we will end today's stream. Thanks everyone for coming along. Thanks everyone who watches this on playback. We won't be doing the next episode next week, as next week is October, and it's the start of our Halloween month, where we'll be playing horror and so-called scary type games throughout the whole of the month of October. So Final Fantasy VII will return on November. And if we've already done that and you're watching this on playback, and we've already actually gone past and played that, it'll appear down the bottom right hand of your screen. But yeah, so next week, all the way through October, every single game we played will be horror themed. But this week's schedule still goes on as planned. So join us tomorrow, where we will be continuing our blind playthrough Sekiro Shadow Dies Twice. Again, thanks everyone for coming along. Goodbye, and stay safe.